Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Kartech Supermaniac. I'm Karthik Subramaniam and this lesson, which is the lesson number 5, is going to be about audio. Let's go ahead and learn. Now first let me open my Premiere Pro. Once I open, basically what I'm going to teach you in this lesson is all about audio, that is in Adobe Premiere Pro, how to add an audio track. After adding an audio track, how to edit the audio track so that you can give some kind of effects to it. You can increase the audio, decrease the audio, and all these things I'll be teaching you, right? Once I opened Adobe Premiere Pro, you can see that this is a screen recording that I had done, which is of lesson 4. Here I was trying to teach you all about keyframes. Let's just play and then check out.
So let's start learning with keyframes in Adobe.
Did you hear that? The audio is not so clear. Why? Now as I do not have a proper mic, what I do is I record a video on my mobile. As the quality of recording the audio in my mobile is better, but it's a bit different. Like when I directly record the audio using a sound recorder app, it is different, and when I record it over a video, it is different. So what I do is I record it as a video and then I just take the audio part of it. Now here, this audio for this back, this is the video that I have recorded on my mobile. So that was simultaneously recorded while I was recording this screen recording. Okay. So what I'll be doing is I'll be now getting this and loading it over the normal video. Now after loading the normal video, I do not want the video part of this. So I have to delete the video part and I only want the audio part, because the audio part is much clearer, which you would be hearing very soon. So what I have to do is I have to delete this. So I'll click on this and press delete. Wait, what? Along with the video, even my audio got deleted for the corresponding video. Let me go back. Let me tell you how to delete only the video. So when you select a video, you can see that along with the video, this corresponding audio is also getting highlighted. Let me show you here. Can you see? I just clicked the video, but the audio is also getting highlighted. This is because these two tracks, that is this video track and this audio track, are linked to each other. To break this link, it's very simple. Just go right click and click unlink. See, as I click unlink, this becomes a separate track and this becomes a separate track. So like as I click on it, it doesn't highlight this audio track along with it. Whereas when I click this, the audio track gets highlighted. Now this is done, I'll just go ahead and delete the video part of it because I only want the audio. Now I'll teach you about one more thing out here, that is S and M. In the audio tracks, you have these two options, S and M. S stands for solo track and M for mute track. Now what happens is when you press solo for any track, then what happens if there are, for example, let's say there are 5 tracks going on, and if you press S for a single track, then the rest 4 tracks which are there, apart from the track that you have clicked solo for, they get muted, and only the one in which solo is pressed, only you can hear that. Now if you can see, I'll be able to hear only this track, whereas if I click solo here, I'll be able to hear only this track. This is for S. M is a bit different. Now for example, you have 5 tracks and you don't want to hear to only one track, then you can go to that corresponding track and press M. Now when I press M out here, this track is muted and I can only hear the second track. Out here, solo and mute kind of have a very similar kind of function because there are only 2 tracks, but when you have more than 2 tracks, then you will be able to appreciate the functions of these two. Now I could see that there is a peak here which was formed when I had clapped. Just see here. Saw that? Now when I observe the track below, I can see there's a peak formed here. Saw that? That's a clap. Therefore I'm able to understand that I have to align this peak out here. I'll press Alt and zoom out here. Zoom in so that I can align it much more better. See, it's almost aligned. This much alignment is perfect. Now I'll try playing the audios so that the claps were having a bit difference, but not much. It was as if both are coming from the same clap. Now when I play this, you'll be able to see that the two claps were almost happening at the same time. So therefore now I'm pretty sure that this video is aligned to the audio that I had recorded on my mobile. So I can go ahead and delete this audio. Let me go ahead and delete. So shall I press the delete button? No, I shouldn't press it directly because these two are linked. I have to go again and unlink them and then delete this track. Now once this is done, I know that this video is now having this as the perfect audio background for it. But when I move this video somewhere, this audio doesn't move with the video. So I have to link them. And how to link them? Just the reverse process again. Select both of them, right click and press link. So now this audio and this video tracks are linked to each other. Now my actual video starts from the clap. So I can cut the region before this and I can see if my audio is going anywhere beyond the place where my video is supposed to be. I can even select that part and delete it. Ta-da! That's it. Now the next thing that we come to is let's play the audio and see. So the audio is not proper in a sense, the volume is very less. Now to increase the volume there are three methods. The first method is click on the audio, right click something called as audio gain. After that you can increase the gain, that is you can increase the audio by how many ever decibels you want to. For example, adjust gain by, now let me just give a random number, for example 7 and press OK. Now when you listen to the audio,
in lesson 3,
yeah, it's a bit better now. I can increase the audio even more and I can even decrease it. For example, let me get this is one of the background music that I have. Now when I put the background music, just look at it. You are not able to hear to my voice at all. It's very tough. You're not able to listen to what I am telling. So what you have to do is go to the audio, which is the background music, right click on it, go to audio gain, and you can even give a decibel adjustment in minus. So if I give something like minus 12, I can reduce it a bit more. Another 10 I'll reduce it.
Position and scale and what these parameters.
Yeah, now this is nice because I am able to hear myself at the same time the background music is going behind. This depends on your choice as how loud you were or how much do you want the background music to cover any other noise or how much you want it to interact with the people who are your viewers. This is the first method. The second method is when you go and click, I'll just delete this audio. Now the second method is you have to click on the audio and then there's something called as audio out here. You can even get it through window, workspace and audio. When you press audio, what happens? The workspace changes and you get an audio based workspace out here. And then when you try to play,
all of you know,
you can use this fader and increase the volume or decrease the volume.
What a change in this position or the scale will do to the video. A small recap.
So that you can use this fader and increase or decrease the volume. Getting back to the editing workspace, the third way in which you can edit this audio is by doing a right click on it and then going to this option which is edit clip in Adobe Audition. Let me just click that. Okay, this is applicable only if you have Adobe Audition installed in your PC. For people who have a single software, in the sense they have only Adobe Premiere Pro, then this is not possible. The feature only will not be highlighted. But if you have Adobe Audition installed in your laptop or PC, then this option will be highlighted and you can go ahead. Out here you have a bunch of other effects and things that you can do and you can tweak your audio. For example, I can directly amplify it from here, the audio, or I can go to effects and there are so many effects. You can do some modulation, you can reduce the noise, and there are so many other things. This is mainly for those who have Adobe Audition and who know how to use Adobe Audition well. Let me close Adobe Audition now. Getting back here, these were the three ways in which you can edit the audio. Now there is one other feature that is effects. In effects, there are audio transitions. There are 3 types of transitions: constant gain, constant power, and exponential fade. Their name suggests what they are. If you don't understand, just tell me in the comments and I will be making a small video, or I'll explain it to you as to what they are and how they are useful. Now, exponential fade is something that you can understand by the name. Exponential fade. It will give you a fade in or fade out effect. So the audio slowly increases and slowly decreases when you want to start the video or end the video respectively. Now there's one more thing that you can do out here with the audio. When you come to the audio here, you can click the audio and you can set keyframes in audio. Now what are keyframes in audio? Let me tell you. When you set a keyframe in the starting of the audio, then you go a little ahead, set another keyframe. Let me just select 4 keyframes at random places to show you what it is. What I can do is I can pull a keyframe below and above. I'll pull this also up and I'll pull this down. Now what are you expecting to happen? It's pretty simple. By just seeing, you can tell that when you play the audio, the volume will slowly increase till here, stay this much till the next keyframe, and then slowly reduce till here. This you can do when you want to add, for example, when I had to add a background music, I wouldn't like the background music to start loud initially. So for a long time I would like it like gradually increase, so I can extend this to how much ever I want. Now here I'll just play this audio and show you how there's a gradual increase, there's a plateau, and then again a decrease. So now let me get them close so that I can show you how this thing is going to sound.
Now, once you have put your video onto the timeline,
See, slowly the volume increases.
let me go.
The volume is same till here, and
You
then
can see the effect control panel. As soon as you click on the video, what you can see up here is the effects control panel.
so you want to end a video, you can slowly reduce the volume so that it sounds good. Now that's all for audio and audio editing in Adobe Premiere Pro, guys. That's it for this lesson. You have any doubts, feel free to just comment it below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching Car Tech Super Maniac. I am Karthik Subramaniam, signing off.